Yo, what is good? Hopefully we are live. Welcome on in, Eagles and Ravens. How are we feeling, everybody? The Eagles getting ready to kick off the preseason. Game number 1. Welcome on in. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat or be here. A to Z Sports Philadelphia. We got the Eagles up in Baltimore against the Ravens, who have won 23 preseason games in a row. 23 in a row. The media can't stop talking about it. But at the end of the day, we are watching the backups here. We are looking at the final camp battles. We're looking to see who makes the roster. And we'll be talking through all of it. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Welcome on in. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Let's go. I'll tell you, man, I wish some of the starters were playing. We saw Jalen Hurts suiting up a little bit. Devontae Smith, a couple of the other guys had their uniforms on. I thought they were about to throw them out there, but it looks like it'll be Mariota and the backups tonight. Hope everybody's feeling well, man. We're going to talk about some of the final positional battles, and we're going to muscle through it, man. Don't know if we'll make the whole game, but we are here. If you guys are on Facebook, drop a like. If you're on YouTube, drop a like and a subscribe. Let's see. We got Jamie Slack in here. Jake, Philly for life. Peter Smith. Joe, what's up, man? How's everybody feeling? Are you guys excited for Eagles football to be back? Give me your thoughts on the excitement. Give me your thoughts on everything, man. I'm going to be looking at 3 positional groups tonight. I want to see who starts, who, is in there at halftime, who comes out, right? Because once you get to the fourth quarter of games like this, it's really just like the third, fourth stringers, guys that probably won't play a lot, but you never know, right? If guys show up, they make a couple big plays, boom, right? They elevate up. We saw that first depth chart that was put out a couple days ago by the Eagles communications department. And honestly, there were some surprises, especially in the running back group, especially when it came to linebackers. So we will keep our eyes glued on it. Someone said Mariota needs work. Well, at this point in Mariota's career, he's a backup. He's probably not ever going to start again, but the Eagles need a serviceable backup, right? You saw what happened last year when you're trying to clinch the number 1 spot, and Gardner Minshew really could not come through and get the W for the Eagles, right? Did not really look that good. But you always need a certified backup, especially, hopefully not. But, if Jalen Hurts was to ever go down, this Eagles team is trying to compete, right? They are trying to contend for a Super Bowl. So they're going to need somebody to step in if Hurts was to go down. Yes, we will be live streaming the game right here on Facebook and YouTube. So welcome on in, guys. Thank you for being here. And show some love in the chat. We're finally back with the live streams, man. We've been dropping a ton of videos, but the live streams are just beginning yet again. Someone said, want to see what the backup DBs and linebackers look like. Yeah, I agree. I will definitely be looking at that. My number one thing tonight is looking at who gets the running back touches, right? And for example, say Rashad Penny comes out and he's the number 1 running back tonight. Does that mean they're trying to get a closer look at him, or does that mean, he's already solidified as the number 1 running back? I think we look at the Eagles, they're going to try to run the committee of running backs, right? But who's it going to be, right? And is there a guy that already has a spot locked in? Is there already a guy who they are confident saying he's going to get the main touches come week 1? I think that'll be something interesting to look at tonight, because there's so many guys in there fighting for the mix, right? Rashad Penny, DeAndre Swift, Kenny Gainwell, Boston Scott. Let me ask the chat, who do you think has the top running back slot right now? Who do you think is going to be the week 1 starter? Even if, he's not in there for 3 downs, who's it going to be? Let me know. Jake said Cowboys looking like trash versus the Jaguars. The Cowboys stink, man. And it's going to be another year of the Cowboys trying to play themselves up to, act like they're going to go to the Super Bowl and be automatically in the championship game, but it's just not going to happen. What have the Cowboys done this offseason? Somebody please tell me. I know they signed a wide receiver. Other than that, what did they do? Right? Dak Prescott made some comments. He was talking about 10 interceptions for the year or less. I think he's already thrown like 9 in training camp. And I don't even watch the Cowboys training camp stuff. I just see the interception clips come out, and it feels like there's 2 a day. He's literally doing 2 a days, but with interceptions. Crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Give me your guys' thoughts in the chat, man. Who's going to win the running back slot out to be the main running back for this Eagles team? I don't know if you can say main running back because, again, I think they're going to allocate touches. I think even a guy like Penny could be a third down back. I don't know, right? What about Trey Sermon? I forgot Trey Sermon is in the mix fighting for this as well. So give me your thoughts down below in the comments, man. Boston Scott is there as well. If I had to predict right now, I'm starting to feel like it's going to be Kenny Gainwell. I actually think Kenny Gainwell is going to end up being the Eagles running back. And there's a couple reasons for that, but I think the main thing is that I thought DeAndre Swift had the edge. However, based on some of the things we heard over the last couple of days and based on that depth chart, now I don't know how clear that depth chart is. I don't know who put it out or who made the decisions on that. It was weird how they listed the running backs all jointly together as one. But, you know, I don't really know what is going to happen with DeAndre Swift because I thought he had the edge, right? He's the guy that can catch passes. He's the guy that brings more versatility to the Eagles team. But, I mean, he was listed last out of the 5 of them. And then apparently we heard that he was struggling. So I'm starting to think it's going to be Kenny Gainwell. Rashad Penny, I think, could be on the bubble of even making the roster, which is weird, but I don't know. They said Kenny Gainwell had the most touches so far in training camp by a lot, which also makes me think he's going to win it out. And, you know, I think DeAndre Swift was number 2, but it's weird. It's weird. Philly says, I don't even think they'll run the number 1 running back in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of weapons on this Eagles offense. There's a lot they can do. And don't forget, Jalen Hurts is going to take another leap up this year. Jalen Hurts is fantastic, and you just keep giving him more fuel. You just keep giving him more weapons everywhere. Jalen Hurts is going to be the man. I'm telling you. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if Jalen Hurts wins the MVP this year. He probably should have won it last year, but I understand the case for him not winning it and finishing number 2. He's on a mission. He now has a taste. He has a glimpse of what it was like to get to the moment. And yes, he had a fantastic game. Yes, he played out of this world. In fact, one of the guys from the Chiefs just said a few days ago, that was the best performance he's ever seen in the Super Bowl. However, Hurts did make a crucial mistake. He made one really bad play. It ended up costing the Eagles. And, you know, games are decided by a few plays sometimes. But I'm not saying Hurts is the reason they lost. I just expect him now, you know, having got to that moment, he's going to take that all in. He got his payday. The goal is to win a championship. And I think he's a great leader. And I think he's, you know, with another year under his belt, he's just going to be there. Wardell, what's going on, man? NN, what's up? Says, love the Eagles content. Thank you for being here. Guys, if you are new, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow our YouTube page. Help support us. We got a ton of people in here already. Thank you for being here. We are getting started probably within a couple minutes here. We'll be running the NFL Network stream, so we'll be watching it on there. Again, no starters, but I want to see how Mariota kind of goes through his progressions. I want to see if Mariota has it, right? Because we can hear one thing in training camp, but then in a game-like situation is a whole different story. It's a whole different story. I want to see what some of these other guys do. So let me ask the chat this, right? In addition to the running back group, what positions are you keeping your eyes on tonight? Like what positional group or what player are you monitoring, you know, to determine whether, you know, they can maybe make the roster or, you know, if they're going to step up? Who are you looking at tonight? Let me know in the chat. I'm looking at linebacker. I'm looking at safety. Those have been the main positions I'm keeping my eyes on. And yeah, I want to see what happens at linebacker for sure. Right? Nakobe Dean definitely has a starting spot, but who's going to be the other guy? Will it be Miles Jack? Will it be Zach Cunningham? Or will it be the Christian Ellises of the world? I don't know, man. Nick Morrow. A lot of guys fighting. Boston Scott could be number 2 running back, says Wardell. Brian says, where can I watch the Birds preseason game? We will not have the actual game up here, but we will have the live play-by-play. We'll have the commentary going, and we will be interacting in the chat with everybody. We will be interacting with all of you throughout this game. We'll be talking, we'll be chatting it up, and we'll give you the latest, the updates live as we go. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Or do we have any non-locals in the house tonight? Any non-locals in the house? Or is everybody repping the 215? Courtney, what's going on? Welcome in. And by the way, we will be doing post-game shows throughout the entire season, halftime shows. We'll be doing a bunch. So, again, be sure to be glued to the YouTube page and the Facebook page. Wardell says, watching from Arkansas. Richard, what's going on? Says defensive linemen and linebackers and offensive line. Yes, of course. The guy I'm most excited to watch tonight is Nolan Smith. I mean, you can see him right here. There's no secret about that. He literally said yesterday when they asked him about playing in the preseason, he said, I'm going balls to the wall. That's what Nolan Smith said. He said, this could be my last game. You never know what your last snap is going to be. He said, I'm going out there leaving it all on the line. We are talking about a freaking preseason game. That is why I love Nolan Smith, and I think he's a dog. Literally, he is a dog, a Georgia Bulldog, who's now a Philadelphia Eagles Bulldog, and I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to watch Nolan Smith. They need to get this game going, man. They need to get this game going. Let's see. We on the right channel here? Definitely on the NFL Network. Yeah, they need to get this game going. Philly for Life says Philadelphia, baby. We got no all the way from Texas. We got Texas in the house. Charles says yes from Ohio. What's up, Ohio in the building? I'm just trying to make sure we are on the right station here, man. What's going on with this game? You got to get this going. I'm guessing it'll start within a few minutes. But yeah, guys, we'll be live commentating the game. Once again, we'll be giving you the play-by-play and the commentary, so welcome on in. Welcome on in. We got Kim from Atlanta in the house. What up, Kim from Atlanta? Philly for Life says players to keep your eye on: Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Sidney Brown. That's another good one. Tyler Steen, guys to watch. How many times do they mention how much Jalen Hurts squats? I'm going over, under. I'm going 3. 3.5, actually. 3.5. What do you guys think? Over, under. How many times they mention Jalen Hurts squatting 600 pounds? I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over. Usually they have Ross Tucker commentating these games, and he's funny, man. He is funny. They're like doing the top 100 right now. Somebody said game's on. I am not seeing it right now, man. Let's see. Are you guys seeing this game right now? Or are you guys watching it on a different platform? 'Cause I'm on NFL Network, man. That's what the game's on. And I do not see it right now. Let's see. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. This is so weird. Somebody said I'm on NBC. All right, let's go to NBC, man, because they're slacking right now. They got this like weird thing on top 100. Like, switch the channel, man. They're playing games. All right, we're going to NBC, man. NFL Network has sold the bag. NFL Network sold the bag. I apologize for that, man. NFL Network stinks. I'm sorry. All right, we are on NBC, man. Eagles had a first down already. Swift is in the game. Swift is RB1 right now. Mariota lined up in the gun. All right, we only missed a minute. We're good. Mariota takes a snap. He's back, rolling to the right, and he's sacked. Jeez. That's a good way to start it. Let me see what happened before that. He just got sacked for 9 yards. Let's see what happened before. Mariota passed to Greg Ward for 9 yards and then Swift for 2 yards. That was how they got the first down. Yeah, Swift had a carry for 2 and then it was a sack for 9 yards. I hate how we're on NBC, though, man. It's like a little bit different to the scoreboard. Mariota back going to throw it. That's Jack Stoll for about 6 yards. So it's going to be second. Is that a first down or no? No, it's going to be third down. Third down coming up. Nice catch by Jack Stoll. Could he end up being the second tight end on this team? What do you guys think? 3rd and 13 for the Eagles. Going to be a tough one here. Mariota back once again in the gun. 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Mariota takes a snap back. He's running outside the pocket. He's running, going all the way. Got the first. Marcus Mariota. That's what he could be used for, man. That's what he's good for right there. Marcus Mariota, man. Takes it about 14 or 15 yards. Rolls out to his left. Thought Swift was going to throw a little block there, but how about Marcus Mariota scrambling out of the pocket, looking like his boy Jalen Hurts? Let's go. And now he's going to hand it off. Nice cut by Swift. Swift has 10 and more. 15, 20. Swift breaking a tackle. DeAndre Swift making some noise here early in the game. It is going to be 1st and 10 Eagles moving the sticks. Let's go. What a nice cut. Then puts his shoulder down, gets about 5 more because of it. DeAndre Swift trying to, again, make his mark here. Mariota again. Play action, and that one's going to be dropped over the middle by Jack Stoll. Sports Hulk says Mariota is a good player, though. Yeah, he is. He's definitely a good backup. I think Mariota showed last year with Atlanta, like, he's not good enough to win you a division, but I think he's definitely a serviceable backup. I would probably take Mariota over a lot of other backups. You guys agree with that? You guys agree with that? A little bit dark right there. How are we feeling so far? Right now, the Eagles are moving the ball, man. They're moving the sticks. They're at the 38. Mariota back again. Throws it. Oh, just a little bit high. Just a little bit high, man. That was number 81, Grant Calcaterra on second. Now it's 3rd and 10 coming up for the Eagles. There's Brian Johnson, first game as Eagles offensive coordinator. Xavier says, told you Swift's getting the start. Well, everything they've been saying made it feel like they were not really too high on him, but right now he's making a strong impression. Strong first impression. 3rd and 10. Mariota back again in the gun, throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Just going to come up a little bit short. It's probably going to be about 4th and 1. They're going to no huddle. That pass was to Cleveland. Now it's 4th and 1 from the 30. I guess they don't like going under center. Mariota gonna keep it himself. Does he have the first? He does. Mariota scrambles out to his left. Fooled everybody. Fooled the camera guy. Looks like Mariota's going to be in here running some decoys for the Eagles this year. Was that Rashad Penny? Yeah, they put Penny in the game. I'm telling you, Penny might end up being the 3rd down back for this team. What a play by Marcus Mariota. 2nd time he did that. So now it's 1st and 10, extending the drive. Here at the 27, Mariota back again, and a miscommunication with Cleveland. Little curl route. He threw it way over his head. 2nd down coming up. How are we feeling in the chat so far? How are we feeling about Marcus Mariota? I'm excited to see all the halfbacks going to be insane this year. So far, it's Rashad Penny, but mostly DeAndre Swift. Where's Kenny Gainwell at? Gainwell had a strong postseason performance last year. Mariota going to hand it right up the gut, and no gain on that one. Now Rashad Penny's in the game. Trying to see who's up front. I saw Sua Opeta. There's Josh Sills. He just came back to the team recently. There's Tyler Steen, probably going to be backup right guard. Third and 10 coming up yet again. Can Mariota make magic? Can he make magic again? 9:20 to go here in the first quarter. 6, 5. Got to hurry up. Got to hurry up. 3, 2, 1. They're not going to get it off. Oh, they did? Nope, they didn't. Somebody called a timeout, though. Somebody called a timeout. Miscommunication there. Got to hurry up. Get back, man. I think he was trying to change the play. Superhero says, I've seen enough. Mariota cannot make NFL throws. Superhero laying down the hammer already. Already. Guys, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know you're in here. Let's shout some people out. Let's shout some people out. If you guys are new here, Facebook, drop a like. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, man. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers. Marines up in here says, fly, Eagles, fly. Richard Harris in the building. Jake Evans, Superhero 18. Xavier. We got Football CF says, what's your favorite preseason moment so far? So far in this game or just in general? In this game or in general? Because we've only had one drive so far. We've only had one drive so far. Let me ask you guys this. I know we're not on defense yet, but who do you think is going to win the second linebacker position job? Who do you think is going to win the second linebacker position? I'm excited to see that battle. I feel like right now they're almost leaning towards Christian Ellis, but I don't know. Maybe Miles Jack is a little bit too new to coin him, as a starting linebacker, but I don't know. It could get interesting for sure. We got Pingboy in the chat says maybe he should switch from quarterback to running back. Talking about Marcus Mariota. Nah. Maybe we'll put him out as the second tight end. Love it. Lucas says, I honestly miss Nick Foles. Talk about a legend. Nick Wilkerson says, playing WWE, listening in, first time being a part. Nick, welcome into the show, man. Welcome in. Marine says mine was the Pittsburgh Steelers last night ever since his Bird Gang baby. Let's go. Bird Gang in the house. My favorite preseason moment so far, to be honest, I did not watch any of the games yesterday. I watched the one a few days ago with the Texans. It was okay. Today I watched the Titans game and there were just so many turnovers. It kind of got boring pretty quick. So far my favorite part of the preseason is watching Marcus Mariota scramble for 14 yards and get a first down. But can they put it in the end zone? 3rd and 10 coming up on the 28. Mariota back, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Now he's going to switch it up. 10, 9, 8 on the play clock. 7, 6, 5, 4. 3rd and 10, the snap. Mariota thinking, throwing to his left. Way over his head again. So maybe the chat was right. Maybe Marcus Mariota doesn't have an arm anymore. Maybe he should just be a running back. Maybe he should just be a decoy. Obviously, Gardner Minshew is not a member of the team anymore, but, you know, I thought it was a good signing to get Marcus Mariota. Didn't they win? How many games did the Falcons win last year? Had to be like 7, right? Could have sworn it was like at least 6, maybe 7. Now from 45 yards, Jake Elliott, and it is right down the middle. If there's one, for sure thing with this team, it's that Jake Elliott still has a leg. One certain with this team is that Jake Elliott is an absolute machine. He's a machine. But that'll put the Eagles up on the board 3-0. So at least they got some points out of it. I want your thoughts in the chat right now. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 10 being I'm very, very, very impressed. 1 being I'm not impressed at all. Marcus Mariota, what would you grade him so far on that first drive? What would you grade Marcus Mariota on the first drive of the Eagles preseason? Nick has been an Eagles fan for 24 years in Mississippi. Eagles winning the Super Bowl helped me get clean. I bleed green. Fly, Eagles, fly. Nick, that is incredible, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Eagle fans everywhere tuning in. This is the best fan base in the world. This is the fan base that was out at 5 in the morning lining up to get Kelly Green jerseys. This fan base is incredible. They unite everywhere. Fred, what's going on, man? Lucas says Jake Elliott is awesome. Dave Jones in the chat. What's up, man? Dropping the eagle emoji. Let's go. Give me your Marcus Mariota grades in the chat. What would you grade him on that first drive? I would probably have around like a 6. Just the fact that he was able to extend the drive a little bit. His throws did not look anywhere near what the Eagles need if they were to, have to play their backup. But maybe he's a little bit nervous. Probably not, but maybe he's a little bit nervous. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. The runs look great. The legs look great. Doing some of the things that Jalen Hurts does, but he's got to fix these throws, man, because he did not look like an NFL quarterback on that first drive. We got a 5, 6, -1, a 6, 4 out of 10 for the runs only. We have a 0 and a 6. How about DeAndre Swift, though? How many yards did he rack up on that first drive? Let's see. Couple nice runs for DeAndre Swift. 24 yards, 2 carries. I like that. Greg Ward, a catch for 9 yards. Tyree Cleveland, 9 yards. Mariota had 16 yards on the ground on that first drive. All right, man. 8:58 to go here in the first quarter. Eagles going to kick off. Baltimore Ravens are in an interesting situation too, right? They ended up paying Lamar Jackson, but, you always have to be concerned with the injury risk. Ravens can be really good at their peak if they stay healthy. Here's a return by Mitchell, and he's going to run it out to about the 29, 30-yard line. And here comes Tyler Huntley For the Eagles defensive line, we got Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, and Derek Barnett. Let's freaking go. I am excited. I am pumped, guys. I am freaking pumped. Linebackers out there right now, Christian Ellis and Nick Morrow. Looks like those two are going to be fighting for that second spot. Keely Ringo, Josh Jobe at corner, and then Kayvon Wallace. And it looked like Edmonds at safety. Who are you keeping your eyes on? I'm looking at that safety position and linebacker as well. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on Baltimore right off the bat. Right off the bat. That's not a good way to start your preseason. So now it's 1st and 15. I like Keely Ringo out there, though. He's been making some moves at camp. Ravens in motion. Oh, nice. Made a miss, but it only got about 1 or 2 yards. Nice tackle. I think that was Nick Morrow. That was Zay Flowers, number 4 in motion. That was a nice move, but shout out to Nick Morrow, ended up coming up to make the tackle. You know, the Eagles are going to have to make tackles. It was obviously an issue for many years. Last year, they definitely cleaned it up, but then you lost your 2 guys. So this team's going to have to stress tackling, especially at the legs. And second down, going to throw it out wide. Got about to the line of scrimmage, I believe. Third down coming up. Nice tackle there. That was Terrell Edmonds. He's been up and down in camp. I really want to see Jalen Carter get to the quarterback. I want to see Jalen Carter get to the quarterback. 70 tackles last year for Terrell Edmonds. 3rd and 10 coming up. 3rd and 10. Here's the snap. Eagles running 4 in front. There he is. There he is. Yeah. Woo! Jalen Carter all over him, baby. Had to throw it out. That wasn't Tyler Huntley, was it? Josh Johnson. Oh, my gosh. Why is he on this team? Jalen freaking Carter, man. Jalen freaking Carter. Welcome to the big leagues. It's too easy for him, man. It's too easy. It's way too easy. 4th and 10, Ravens have to punt. Who's back for the return? Is that Greg Ward? It is Greg Ward. He got it for about 3 yards. Yo, let's go. Jalen Carter is a menace. He looked like he's been doing it for 7 years. It looks like he's been doing it for 7 years. That's crazy. James in the chat says 98 is going to be a problem. He is going to be an absolute mammoth on defense. Him, Nolan Smith. I mean, there's just too much depth with this Eagles team. You almost forget about Milton Williams as well, who had a pretty solid year last year. Lucas says, yeah, the Georgia Bulldogs making some good defensive players the last few years. BA said they do not want to run at Jalen. Exactly. They don't want to run at Jalen, man. They don't want to run at Jalen. You just see what he did? And I didn't even know that was Josh Johnson, the guy that was in the NFC Championship game last year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Same Josh Johnson? Lucas says Jalen Carter going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Right now, he's got the second best odds. He's got the second best odds. What do you guys think? Is Jalen Carter going to win the Defensive Rookie of the Year award? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no? Yes or no? Nick says Carter lost some weight. He's looking really good. The only thing that caused him to drop, in my opinion, was the off-the-field issues, which were up in the air. Other than that, he came to the perfect situation because even if he did have off-the-field issues, he's coming to a professional organization with guys who have done it at the highest level for a long time. Very professional players like Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, etc. This is the exact situation Jalen Carter wants to be in. He's not going to get distracted. They're trying to win the whole damn thing. Jalen Carter's won a championship, won multiple at Georgia. This is the perfect situation for him, for Nolan Smith. I am excited. I mean, you think about how many playmakers are on this Eagles defense. It's insane. Hassan Reddick. Yeah, Hassan Reddick, defensive MVP. He was incredible last year. It's going to be a fun year to be a Birds fan, I'll tell you that. Guys, if you're in the YouTube chat right now, drop a like on this stream and hit that subscribe. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers. Feel free to come join us over on YouTube as well. We're trying to grow this page out, man. Lawrence says Brown and Smith combined for 3K yards this year. Guys, give me some hot takes in the chat. I like it. I like it. Give me some hot takes in the chat. I think A.J. Brown's going to have more yards than he did last year. Maybe it's a hot take, but I'm excited. Let's go. 1st and 10. Mariota going to hand it off. It's Rashad Penny now. Second drive. Looks like he's going to be out here, get the majority of the carries. Looks like they're going between Swift and Penny. And Penny's lost about 5 to 7 pounds, they said. He looks a lot quicker. Couple injuries piled up for him in Seattle. Look at that hole they just opened up, man. Now, I was a big Miles Sanders guy, but, you know, you replace the value of Sanders with 4 running backs that are making a less amount combined. Mariota going to throw it out flat, and Greg Ward's going to have a first down. Greg Ward's still on this team. Greg Ward's still on this team. Can't believe that. He's been cut like 3 times. Mariota back, 2nd and 1. He's in the gun. Running up the gut. They're going to motion Ward inside. Here's the snap. Mariota pump faked a little bit and then threw it to Greg Ward. He kind of telepathed. I wouldn't really do that again, but kind of telegraphed that right there. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter, though. Eagles moving the ball down the field. Nick said he should have won last year. Yeah, I agree. I would have chose him, but, you know. Mariota looking out to the flat. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Mariota going to have about 5 to 6 on the carry. He is making plays happen here with his feet. I'm liking this. Cynthia dropping the little sleep emoji in the chat. You better wake up, Cynthia. The Eagles are on. The season is back and the Birds are on. Better wake up. BA says, I can see records being set for points not score against the Birds this year. I like that. Mariota 5 for 9 so far here in the game. 37 yards in the air. 2nd and 3 coming up. Penny on his right. Mariota going to hand it off. Penny behind the blockers, and he gets eaten up. Who was that? Josh Sills. Just got swarmed right there. Let's see. Philly for Life says, A.J. Brown will lead the league in receiving yards. Like that. Eagles getting A.J. Brown saved his career, in my opinion. I absolutely love A.J. Brown. I wouldn't say it saved his career, but I'd say it unleashed him. I would say it unleashed A.J. Brown because he's an absolute dog, man. I mean, the Eagles have a pure number 1 wide receiver. I'm so glad we can finally say that. Mariota takes a snap. They're rushing 5. Mariota, nice throw for about 15 to 20 yards. That's Greg Ward Jr. again. Another 3rd down conversion for the Philadelphia Eagles. That was probably Mariota's best throw of the night so far. 3-step drop, looked very comfortable. Nice throw, Mariota, and nice blocking for him there. Let's go. Lauren says Goddard will lead the league in yards after catch. That's a good one, Lauren. I like that. I think Goddard's primed for a huge year. Said he wanted to get to 1,000 yards. Mariota going to hand it off. Nice cut. Penny going to have about 3 on the carry. Second down coming up. 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Eagles lead it 3-0. Prodigy says, RB, what's good? As a Pats fan, you guys look like title favorites for next year. Crazy stacked squad. And we will see the Patriots in week 1. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Let's go. James says, I like number 56 on the O-line. Here's the snap. 2nd and 8. Mariota out to the flat. It's going to be caught. And that is Grant Calcaterra going to have it just a little bit short. 3rd and 1 coming up. Tony says, where can I watch this Eagles game? Depends where you're from. Depends where you're located. They got it on NFL Network. They have it on the local market. Or you can just hang in here and watch the game with us. 3rd and 1. And there's going to be a flag. Don't want those. Eagles were having a couple sloppy practices. Sirianni was getting on the guys for sure. What was that, false start? Yeah, I guess it was a false start. So it was a 5-yard penalty. 3rd and 6 coming up. Welcome on into the chat, guys. Thank you all for being here. First quarter winding down. Just above 2 minutes to go. 3 on the play clock. Gotta hurry up. Gotta hurry up. Bro. Again? Oh my gosh. Mariota is going to drive Nick Sirianni crazy. He's going to actually drive Nick Sirianni crazy. Jeff Stoutland is pissed. Delay of, first a false start and then a delay of game. It was 3rd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 11. Come on now. Pick it up, Mariota. You're a vet, man. What's it been, like 7, 8 years? Mariota back, takes a snap. Nice moving out to his right. Couldn't get him down. Now he's going to take a hit. Got about 5 yards. 4th down coming up for the Eagles. Penalties killed him right there, man. The penalties killed him right there. 4th and 5. Are they going to go for it? Or let's see, how close are they? Mariota's going to take his helmet off. So looks like they're bringing in Jake Elliott. Here we go. Another opportunity. How deep is this one? Let's go. Where are they at? 46 this time. Okay, Elliott. He shanked it. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. That is the type of drive that will absolutely drive the whole offensive coaching team crazy. That will drive everybody crazy. You get 2 penalties on 3rd and 1. You back them up to a 46-yarder, and then Jake, who's usually automatic from about 40, 50, shanks it to the right. Damn. All right, got to bounce back. Got to bounce back. Got to bounce back. Tony says, I'm from Texas, tried stream, but couldn't watch there. I would say NFL Network. I'm not sure where else, but, or you could just hang in here with us. If you guys are on Facebook, though, feel free to come over to our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get up to 2,000 subscribers. We drop videos daily. We bring you the coverage. Prodigy says he's just a mobile quarterback. His passing abilities suck. That's what it seems like at this point. It's crazy, too, when you think about the history of Marcus Mariota, right? A lot of Eagle fans wanted to mortgage the future back in 2015 to trade up to number 2 to get him. Imagine if Chip Kelly would have done that, right? You know he loves his Mariota. Imagine if they would have gave up Fletcher Cox, the I forget what pick it was, and there was like another draft pick involved, another player. That would have been crazy. Just never panned out, man. Never panned out. But it's a good thing you have Jalen Hurts on your team. Right now, I've seen one really good throw from Marcus Mariota. The rest are just, they're eh. Eagles might have to figure this quarterback situation out with the backup, man. Because again, God forbid, right? You never want any injuries to happen. But, you know, Jalen Hurts runs a lot, right? He had an injury last year. Thankfully, he was okay and was able to come back. But you always want to have a serviceable backup that can throw the football. So now we get another look at this Eagles defense. Jalen Carter got to the quarterback on third down last time. That was amazing. Hopefully they bring him out again. I want to see another drive with Jalen Carter. Lawrence says, I want to see Keely Ringo get a pick. I like Keely Ringo. I like Keely Ringo a lot. I think he can kind of be a hybrid as well, corner and safety. They have him out at corner right now. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Ravens going to hand it off. And that'll be about 6-7 yards on the carry. Number 43. Who is that? Justice Hill. Eagles have Justin Evans in the game now at safety. Couple different substitutions. 2nd and 4. Johnson out to his left. Going to throw. Nice play by Job. No way they threw a flag. No way. That was a great play. Was he holding him? Illegal hands to the face? Where? I got to see this again. Got him with the left hand a little bit. They threw that late, though. 1st and 10. Now at the 47 of their own. Johnson going to hand it off up the middle. Justice Hill. Now he's going the other way. Oh, this is bad. Down to the 40, 30, 20. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. Missed assignment there. Just took it back the other way. That is not good. Justice Hill was going up the middle. How did he even do that? There was Jordan Davis. Wasn't getting to him. He just went right back the other way. That is a long run. Jeez. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Not a good way to end there. But it is 3-0. Eagles lead it. It was a 37-yard run by Justice Hill. Jeez, man. How are we feeling in the chat so far, guys? How are we feeling? We got a bunch of people up in here. YouTube, Facebook, welcome on in. Share the stream out to your friends. Let them know we're live. We're talking it up. Impression so far, not really impressed with Marcus Mariota. Had maybe a couple nice throws. Had one really good throw to Greg Ward. Greg Ward's been heavily involved. Again, you got to keep the context that they're going up against backups. I thought DeAndre Swift looked really, really good. It almost felt like DeAndre Swift is going to be the guy. He looked so freaking confident running the ball. And he only had a couple touches, but he just looked really good. What do you have? 2 carries for 24 yards. Mariota had 4 carries for 29. Rashad Penny had a couple nice runs. But yeah, DeAndre Swift looked like the guy. Now, let me ask you what you think. Let me ask you what you guys think. Is DeAndre Swift getting, like, was he in the game because he's going to be the main guy? Where's Kenny Gainwell? Do they already have Kenny Gainwell as the starting running back? Are we now fighting for other opportunity when it comes to DeAndre Swift, when it comes to Rashad Penny? Or are they fighting for the starting spot? And is Kenny Gainwell not even close? Because I don't know. I'm starting to think that Kenny Gainwell already has a spot locked in as the number one. I'm starting to think Kenny Gainwell's the number one, and Swift and Penny are fighting for a roster spot. Swift looked really good, though. Amy, thank you for sharing out the stream. Thank you to everybody for sharing out the stream. Philly for life, what up? Goon says, I think they'll switch it up all season depending on who's hot, I guess. Philly for life says, think Kenny G has it. This is for the two looks. Yeah, maybe. So now we're starting the second quarter. It's 3-0 Eagles. Ravens starting at the 16-yard line. Johnson is back, takes the snap, floats it up to the corner of the end zone, overthrew him, but a flag on the field. It was Justin Evans tracking down Zay Flowers. Let's see who the flag's on, though. Talking a little smack back and forth. Defense. So it's going to be on the Philadelphia Eagles. Who was that? Evans got called for the hold. Yeah, that's bad. I don't think Justin Evans even is going to make the roster, but can't do that. Here we go again. Another run. That's Justice Hill. Nice tackle there. Number 30, Justin Evans. A little bit of redemption right there, but Secret, what's going on, man? Welcome into the show. Courtney says, for God's sake, don't hold anybody. Rich says, Swift is going to start, but neither will be cut. So, Rich, who do you think is how many running backs are going to make the roster then? You got to remember, there's, 5 fighting for spots? I don't think they cut Boston Scott. I don't know why. I just have this inclination that he's going to make the roster, and I hope he does. I like Boston Scott a lot. Sermon might be the odd man out. Johnson again. They're trying to get to him. Just missed. I think that was Carter, and then Johnson's going to take it out of bounds. Was that Jalen Carter that got to him almost? Who was that? They're not showing him. Nice zone there by the Eagles. Not like the Jonathan Gannon zone that breaks up and leaves guys wide open in the end zone in the Super Bowl. All right, so they didn't show it. What do you guys think the running back depth chart will look like? And now an outside shoulder throw. It's going to be a touchdown. What a nice play. What a nice ball, man. Got to give it to him. It was a one-on-one. Put him on an island on the outside. That was Devin Duvernay, and Keely Ringo was the one that got beat. That did not look good. Here comes the extra point. It's Justin Tucker, so there's a 0.1 chance he'll miss. He does not. It's going to be 7-3. Ravens take the lead. First catch of the day for Devin Duvernay. It's a touchdown. There's BG, Josh Sweat on the sidelines, hanging out. Not a good look for Keely Ringo, but I still believe in Keely Ringo. I still believe in Keely Ringo. Philly for Life says Trey Sermon will be on the practice squad. Secret says, my Steelers got their win. Now it's time for you guys to beat up the Ravens. Andrew in the chat, what's up, man? Says, go Eagles. Philly for life says, Gainwell, Swift, Penny, and Scott. 4 running backs on the roster. Okay. Maybe. You are pretty deep at the position, so. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We are hanging out. Eagles preseason game 1, Eagles and Ravens. I don't know if we'll go past halftime. We'll see how the chat's flowing, man. Give me your guys' thoughts in the chat so far. Who do you want to take a close look at? Who are you really keeping your eyes on right now? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I'm still pumped about that Jalen Carter play, though. I'm pumped about that Jalen Carter play still. That was probably my favorite play so far this game. Amy says 21. Philly for Life has been hearing anything good about Joseph Nada. Yeah, I mean, he's had a decent camp, according to the reporters, but I just don't know if there's room for him on the roster. Probably be a practice squad guy. I mean, you think about the wide receivers. This Eagles team is just way too deep, right? A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Then you have Quez Watkins. You have Olamide Zaccheaus fighting for a spot. You have Nada. And then there's a couple other guys in the mix. But, yeah, it's good to have this type of problem, right? Like, you just have a lot of talent. You know, sometimes there's not room for everybody, but let's see what they do on this drive. I assume it'll be Mariota again. Courtney says, I hope they pull it together. They need a little tightening up. And it's fair. You know, first preseason game. Now they're going to field it from the 1. Going right up the gut. Who was that? It wasn't Greg Ward. It's a good sign when you don't have to play any of your starters. First throw. Wow, what a play. They're interviewing Lane Johnson. It was Tyree Cleveland for about 20. Let's see how far that was. I think Mariota's out of the game, actually. That was Tanner McKee. I knew that wasn't Mariota. That just didn't even look like him. Maybe Tanner McKee's coming for the second quarterback spot. What a throw, man. And now a little play action. He tried to throw it. It got batted down right in front of his face. Tanner McKee, what a throw. Eagles rookie, 6th-round pick out of Stanford. He looked really comfortable right there. That was a hell of a play. 2nd and 10 coming up for McKee and the Eagles. Rashad Penny still in at running back. He's going to hand it off to him. Penny right up the gut. Going to get about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Courtney says he looks better than Marcus Mariota. Right there he did. That one throw might have made him look better than Marcus Mariota already. Probably can't run for his life, but at least throwing the ball, I mean, that looked pretty good. 3rd and 6 coming up for McKee and the Eagles. Takes a snap. Here comes the blitz. Throws it out wide. Nice throw. Nice throw. Tyree Cleveland again. Move him up the depth chart, baby. How about Tanner McKee out here eating right now? Those two throws look better than any of Mariota's. That looked really good. First down coming up. Eagles moving the sticks at the 35. Another snap. McKee. What a throw. Oh, he couldn't come up with it. Tell you what, this guy Tyree Cleveland is out here feasting right now. He almost had a really nice play right there. Look, Eagle fans know best. You need a solid backup, right? You need a solid backup. You never know what is going to happen. So, I mean, this is a real battle right now, in my opinion. McKee going to hand it off up the middle. That's Penny again for about 5 yards. Third down coming up. They're still interviewing Lane Johnson. Philly for Life says Tanner McKee is better than Mariota in my humble opinion. 3rd and 6 coming up. Eagles at the 31. Back in the gun. McGee takes a snap, looks to his right, and he overthrows Rashad Penny. That did not look pretty. So that one sailed. 4th and 6 coming up. Eagles field goal unit coming out. Jake trying to redeem himself. Let's go, Jake. Let's go, Jake. Let's go, Jake. Gotta knock this one through. $49 yards this time. Let's go. This is target practice. Elliott got it. Looked like it was going to be wide for a second, but comes flowing right back in, and it's through the uprights. So it's going to be 7-6. Nice kick by Jake Elliott. Redeemed himself. Redeemed himself. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Welcome on in. A to Z Philly is a live play-by-play reaction. We're interacting with the chat. We're talking it up, discussing some of the different camp battles, and we're watching the preseason game 1, Eagles and Ravens. Tanner McKee had a pretty good drive there. I mean, his last couple throws were not good, but the first few looked pretty good. This guy, Tyree Cleveland's got 44 yards. Unfortunately, I just don't think there's any room for him to make the roster, but he definitely showed some good traits there. Amy says Jalen Hurts is going to kick butt this year. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is he's coming for the money this year. He's already got the money, but now he wants the trophy. He's coming for everything. Did you see that Carter rush, though? The first one, I mean, that was crazy. Like I said, Jalen Carter looks like he's a seasoned vet. He looks like he's already been doing this for 7 years. I want to see Nolan Smith in action. I want to see him make a play. Xavier says Hurts will get MVP and getting that Super Bowl. I hope so. Hope so. He's putting in the work. Putting in the work, man. Realistically, though, who do you guys think is the best roster in the NFC and the NFL? I mean, in the NFC, it's hard to not put the Eagles up against anybody. I mean, I'm thinking about some of these rosters. Eagles have to be the best roster on paper, at least in the NFC. Eagles getting ready to kick off. 7-6 is the score. Ravens lead it. Xavier says, let's be honest, San Francisco. I'm taking the Eagles roster over San Fran. I'll say San Fran's number 2. I'll say the Eagles and San Fran are, notches above other teams, but I'm taking the Eagles over San Fran. Missed tackle there on the kickoff, but they're only going to get it back to about the 18-yard line. That was Mekhi Garner on the tackle. Now they're showing food here. I'm hungry, man. Philly for Life says Eagles have the most complete roster in the NFL and the most depth. Monk says Eagles have the best roster. Okay, I like it. I like it. Let's see. Is this Josh Johnson still in the game? Looks like it. Play action. Going to throw a screen, and it is eaten alive by the Philadelphia Eagles. They're bringing some of the backups to the backups in. Nick Morrow with another nice tackle. He's been up and down in camp, but he's making an impact here today. That was nice recognition there, and he stayed put. Maybe Nick Morrow ends up winning the job. 2nd and 12 coming up. Johnson back in the gun. He's going to go play action, threw it way over the head. Almost picked by Evans. I can't believe Josh Johnson's still in the league. He's been on about 15 rosters. My manager's a 49ers fan and won 500 last year. Well, he didn't win the NFC Championship. 3rd and 12 coming up. Let's go. Get to him, man. 4-man front for the Eagles. And the Ravens are going to hand it off, a missed tackle, and they're not going to get it to the first down marker. It's going to be 4th down coming up. No way they go for this, right? Going to have to punt here. They're going to have to punt here. 4th and 2 coming up. Maybe they'll fake it. Maybe they'll fake it. Greg Ward's back to take the punt. So far, the couple guys I'm keeping my eyes on, or the couple positions that I already talked about, a couple guys stepping up. Nick Morrow is one of them. Greg Ward's back, and now he's going to grab it. A little bit risky there, but picks up about 2 yards. So I'm guessing it's going to be Tanner McKee coming out with some of the backups. I mean, you think about all these guys that are already locked in for the Eagles, right? Usually you're looking for a couple like main positions, but I mean, the Eagles, almost their whole offense is set. Almost their entire defense is set. These guys are young. They're signed to multiple years. They're coming back, developing that chemistry. This is exciting, man. Tanner McKee going to take it under center finally. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. Rashad Penny getting a lot of carries here. We still have not seen Kenny Gainwell. I'm going to stick with my original prediction. I think Kenny Gainwell is going to be the first running back on this team, because he would be in by now. Philly for Life says, haven't seen Keely Ringo do much. I am surprised. Yeah, he has been a little bit underwhelming so far here in this game. They put him out there on an island, let up a touchdown. Maybe he's more of a safety. Here's the handoff up the middle. And it's going to be Penny again for about 3. 3rd down and short coming up. Maybe about a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 coming up. Third and 4 coming up. McKee going to throw, and it's caught by Nada. Did he? Yeah, he's got the first. He's got the first. Let's go. Did they not give it to him? Because it looked like he came back a little bit. Definitely want to move forward. All right, they're going to give it to him 1st and 10. 1st and 10. And McKee going to hand it off. Penny behind a couple blockers. Going to fight through. What a carry by Rashad Penny. Going to go for about 9 yards here on 1st. 2nd and 1 coming up. 2nd and 1 coming up. Shout out to everybody on our YouTube channel, man. Guys, keep coming over to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Welcome in. James says, I do like the amount of carries they are giving Rashad Penny. He's got 9 carries tonight, 34 yards. Looks like they're trying to gauge whether he's going to make this roster or not. 2nd and 1. They're going to throw it. McKee launching downfield. What a play! Oh, what a catch by Joseph Nada. Had to turn to his right as he was falling backwards, and he was held. That's definitely PI. It better not be offensive, though. They're going to call it offensive PI because he gave a little push at the end. I don't know. They were fighting on that one. They were fighting. What, that little last lefty? So it's going to be a 10-yarder there. 2nd and 11. I feel like you should have let them play on that one. I don't know about that. That was a nice throw, though. Here's McKee again. This time he's going to sail it over the head of Nada. So 3rd and 11 coming up. McKee's got an arm, though, man. Here comes Trey Sermon. So still no Kenny Gainwell. Looks like his spot is solidified. No Boston Scott. So it looks like Trey Sermon is number 3 on the hierarchy out of Swift, Penny, and Sermon. And Eagles going to take a timeout here. 3rd and 11. 6:43 to go here in the first half. James says they need to let those guys play. I agree. Richard says that's a good quarterback. Courtney says McKee is impressive. He's got a really nice arm, to be honest. Throwing tight spirals, ball sailing pretty well. A little bit too high, but he's a little stiff, but I like his arm. Man, that was a 31-yard play by Nada, too. And it was negated. All right, 3rd and 11. Let's go, McKee. Make a play here. Make a play. Third and 11. 15 on the play clock. Here is McKee. Takes the snap. Scanning over the middle. Nice throw. Nice throw. Let's go. Johnny King, number 43, with the reception. What a throw, man. Let's go. That was a blown assignment by Baltimore, but nice throw. I was going to hand it off again. That was number 22, Trey Sermon, in the ball game. Now the Eagles are starting to bring in some of the practice squad guys here. We're getting to that point in the game. Courtney says probably just nervous. He's warming up nice. James says I don't think we see Kenny. I think Kenny's already solidified. I think I was correct from the original prediction. I think Kenny Gainwell is going to be running back 1. I think Scott's already made the roster. They wouldn't have brought him back if they didn't have a role in mind for him. Almost like that Darren Sproles kind of role. There's Jalen Hurts with the headset on. 2nd and 8. Down at the 29 of Baltimore. Here's McKee. And he's going to hand it off. And it's going to be Trey Sermon. He's got about 4 or 5 on the carry. Eagles are running the ball really well tonight, I will say. The offensive line, even though it's some of the backups, they've been creating a lot of space for the running back. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing in terms of the running game. And I think Tanner McKee's throwing it pretty well. Richard says, I love this quarterback, bro. Cordy says, we haven't seen Mariota back. Yeah, I think what they had in mind was one drive for Mariota, and that was it. They already have Mariota as number 2 on the depth chart, but who knows? Maybe McKee can make an impression here. 3rd and 3, he's going to hand it off up the middle. Sermon going to fight, and he's got the first and 10. 1st and 10. Don says, what's the YouTube channel? So it's literally the same thing. You just go on YouTube, search up A2Z Philly. I'll type it in the chat. A to Z Philly. Search it up on YouTube. Come on in, hit the subscribe button. And a nice throw on the outside. What a catch. Tyree Cleveland again. This guy is having a day. He is having a day. Holy crap. This guy's got some nice footwork, man. This guy's got some nice footwork. 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Right up the middle. Sermon fighting. And he got it. Let's go. Let's go. We got an Eagles touchdown, baby. Drop it in the chat. Drop the TD in the chat. Finally, Trey Sermon pushes it through. And the Eagles put 7 on the board. Let's go, man. Let's go. Jake Elliott in for the extra point. And he's going to knock it through the upright. 13-7. The Eagles take the lead. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Finally, they put it through. Donovan says, just came over from Facebook. Shout out to Donovan, man. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Anybody that comes over from Facebook, we're shouting you out, man. Ty seeing what's going on. Justin Jackson says, fly, Eagles, fly. Drop a fly, Eagles, fly. Drop a green heart. Drop a bird in chat. Let's go. Let's go. Spice this game up a little bit. Spice it up a little bit. So Trey Sermon ends up punching it in. So far, the Eagles' rushing attack has been fantastic tonight. They got 100 yards on the ground. We're starting to see some flashbacks from what we saw last year. We're starting to see some flashbacks for the Eagles rushing for 150 yards in the first half of a game. Let's go. Let's go. Rashad Penny, 9 carries, 34 yards. Mariota with 29 on the ground. DeAndre Swift, a couple nice carries. And Trey Sermon with 4 carries and a touchdown. Danny Barnes from Facebook. Shout out to you, Danny. Appreciate you coming on over and subscribing to A to Z Philly on YouTube. Lance says, like McDonald's, I'm loving it. I am loving it. All year long, guys, we're going to be bringing you the Eagles coverage right here on the show. 11-play drive, almost 6 minutes for the Eagles. Let me ask you guys this in the chat. Who do you think is better? Or who should be quarterback 2? Marcus Mariota or Tanner McKee? What do you guys think? This kid's got an arm, I'll tell you that. He's made some impressive throws. 5 for 9 on the evening, 90 yards for Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee. How old is Tanner McKee? Like 23? Looks like he's 31, but I love it. I love it. Looks like we're splitting the chat. We got some McKees and we got some Mariotas. Lance is too early to say. I think that's a good opinion there. Elliott going to squib it a little bit. Ravens tapped it. Now they pick it up to 3. Going to run it right up the middle. Oh, come on. Got it up to about the 28-29. And he is brought down. 3:44 to go here in the first half. There's Fletch. Eagles brought him back. This is like one last hoorah, man. All the Eagles vets are back. They're making that push to try to go back to the Super Bowl. Trying to make one more push, man. Johnson going to hand it off. And a nice play. Was that Morrow again? There's Nolan Smith in the game finally. Who was that? Wallace. It was Kayvon Wallace. So it's starting to feel like Terrell Edmonds. So again, I'm looking at when some of these guys are coming into the game. To me, it kind of seems like Terrell Edmonds will be the other safety. Blankenship's already got one of the spots locked up. He's been an absolute dog in training camp as the Ravens run it up the middle. 3rd down coming up. Blankenship definitely has a spot locked up, but I'm starting to think that Terrell Edmonds is going to be the second guy. Yeah, we're probably, I don't know if we're going to take this past halftime because now, now like the practice squad and the 4th stringers are coming in. 3rd and 5, 10 on a play clock. Josh Johnson takes the snap. He's going to throw it out wide. Oh, that should have been picked. Nice play, though, on the outside. It was by Ringo. Finally made a play. Probably should have picked it, ran it down the other end, but let's go. Let's go. Fourth and 5. Here's the punt. Who's back to take it? Looks like Greg Ward, and he's going to call a fair catch. All right, 2-minute drill. 2-minute drill, baby. Let's go. One more touchdown. Once again, I want to thank everybody that has been in here for this stream. I know it's the first time we've kind of done something like this, but we're going to have a lot of streams this year, post-game shows and a lot of good stuff. We're going to be dropping videos daily. So again, thank you if you are on Facebook. Hit the like button, push this out. And if you are on the YouTube channel, or if you're not, come on over to the YouTube channel and help us continue to grow. 2-minute drill, man. Let's go, McKee. All the pressure on the line here. Sermon up the middle. He's got about 3. Game's on the line, Tanner McKee. You've come in for the Eagles' 4th quarter. 2 minutes left. You need a touchdown to win the game. Let's see what you can do, big guy. Let's go. Tyson says we're going back to the Super Bowl and we will win. Let's go. Two-minute warning. Fletcher Cox just said on the broadcast that during free agency, some of the former Eagles told him that the decision to leave the team was one of the worst decisions they have ever made. You know why that is? Because the Eagles are a winning organization. They're professional. They have a lot of talent, and they're going back deep in the playoffs. That's why. Pingboy says it's going to be a sad day when Kelsey is not on the field. Well, appreciate him while he is, man. That is one of the greatest Philadelphia Eagles to ever suit up. Leadership-wise, player-wise, just inspiration with how far he's come in his career, given the fact he was never supposed to be anything close, to what he is. Shout out to Jason Kelsey, man. How would you guys grade this first half so far? A 1 being not impressed at all, a 10 being very, very impressed. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Give me your grade of the Eagles in the first half. Couple guys I'm really excited about after this first half. Nick Morrow had a couple really nice tackles. Even Tyree Cleveland had some really nice catches. 4 receptions, 62 yards. Greg Ward probably won't make the roster unless he's a special teamer. But yeah, I thought I was looking at the running backs. They all looked pretty polished. Penny had a lot of carries. Looks like Swift. It looks like it's going to be Gainwell and Swift, and then Penny could be on the bubble. Maybe he'll make it. And it looks like Scott already has a spot as well. And then safety-wise, Kayvon's in now. It looks like Edmonds is probably going to get the nod to start unless, something happens over the next couple games. And then linebacker, they've been talking down on Nick Morrow, but he looked really good in this game, in my opinion, so far. I liked what Morrow was doing. He's moving all around the field, couple tackles in the backfield. I like it. And Tanner McKee looks pretty good as a backup throwing the ball. So that's my takeaway of the first half. Obviously, these are backups. They're going against backups. I get it, but all we can do is talk about what's in front of us, right? So we got a 7 in the chat. We have an 8, a 5, a 7. Okay. Definitely some things to clean up. Let's see if they can score here. That'd be really nice. 2nd and 8. Tanner McKee takes the snap. He's back, looks right. And too low of a throw there. Not a good throw by Tanner McKee. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Eagles. McKee's 5 for 10 on the night, 90 yards in the air. Tell you what, McKee's definitely not running like Mariota. Looks like Andrews up front. Josh Andrews, Silstein, Johnson, and is that Dennis Kelly all the way to the right? A lot of former Eagles coming back to this team. Here is McKee. He's back, 3rd and 8. And it's going to be caught. Did he get the first? Little bit short. It's going to be Dan Arnold, who actually a lot of people have had as the 2nd tight end for this team. Either Arnold or Calcaterra, but nice little run after the catch there. He's going to be a bit short, though. Timeout by the Baltimore Ravens. Looks like the Eagles are probably going to go for this here, even though they're on their own side of the field. Come on. He couldn't get him around the edge there. So 4th and 1 coming up on their own side of the field. Let's go. They got to push this over, man. They got to get this first down right here. Let's go. 4th and 1. Back in the gun. Now they're going to motion. Now he's going to try to switch it up. 3-2. He's going to go under center. What the hell? And now the Eagles are going to have to use a timeout. They were just trying to get him to jump. I thought he was confused for a second, but they were just trying to get him to jump there. Lance says we can't keep getting in the red zone and only settle for 3. We need to get touchdowns. I agree. I agree. So now 4th and 1 coming up. See what they got in the tank, man. Here is Tanner McKee's back in the gun. You know he's not running at all. Probably going to get a little throw over the middle. No, they're going to... Oh, play action. What a play to Greg Ward. He's got 5, 10, 15. Let's go. Nice formation. Nice setup there by Brian Johnson. And the Eagles are going to have a first and move the chains. They moved Greg Ward out to the wide, and he was wide open. Looked like they were going right up the gut. Nice play by the Eagles. 1st and 10. McKee back. He's going to throw it a bit short. Tyree Cleveland looking up for a flag. It was incomplete. He thought that he was all over him. So now it's a 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's go. Put it in the end zone. I love how the Eagles are trying to get calls here. I love it. 2nd and 10. McKee back. He's going to throw it out to Cleveland. And it's going to be complete for about 5 yards. No timeouts left. They're going no huddle. 3rd down. 1:24 on the clock. McKee. Looking, scanning. 3rd and about 5. McKee scanning over the middle. Yo, where's the flag? No flag? Now the Eagles are going to try to punt. They have no timeouts. 4th and 4. Why are they punting? They're on the other 46. Why are they punting? I don't understand. Come on, man. Aaron Sipos going to punt it to the 11. Fair catch. 1:08 to go. I wanted them to go for that, man. Guess they're trying to give the defense an opportunity, but come on, man. Aaron Sipos out here fighting for a job, right? They brought in the rookie Ty Zentner. So now we got to see if the Eagles can stop them here with 1:08 to go in the first half. And a run by Baltimore. 2nd down coming up. Got about 5, 6 on that. Guess they're just going to let it run out here. Johnson back, 2nd and 4. Just got the pass off. He got smothered. 40 seconds. And looks like it's going to be a timeout by Baltimore. So a couple more plays coming up here in the first half. But again, I appreciate everybody being here. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this at all. We'll continue to do a lot of live streams and videos, things like that. A lot of good things on A to Z. Let's see. Ping Boy says Eagles don't get the KC treatment. Cleveland seems to be a great fit. Yeah, he's having a game. Johnson back, 1st and 10, going to launch it. Incomplete, looked like a, yep, I knew it was coming. It's Ron Jackson. What was that, holding? Yeah, it's going to be a holding. Or maybe it was an offsides, actually. I think it was an offsides. 1st and 5 now. 35 seconds ago. Johnson. And it's going to be complete to Wallace. And now, was it another timeout? Another timeout by Baltimore. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. I know this isn't the most enticing. Obviously, we didn't get to see any of the starters, but man, that play by Jalen Carter, excuse me, was freaking fantastic. I mean, I saw everything I wanted to see so far in this game. The running back situation, safety, and linebacker. So I'm satisfied. Johnson back, 1st and 10, going to take the snap. Throws it out to the flat. And the ball was pushed out. But it's going to go out of bounds. Stay with Baltimore. Who was that? Kayvon Wallace with a nice hit. He's fighting for a safety spot. Lance says, anytime we go in a half with the lead, I'm comfortable. Got to keep our foot on the gas. Macus says, thank you for the commentary. Thank you for being here. Johnson tried to hit his man through a tight window, could not do it. Goodrich with the nice pass break up there. Mario Goodrich out of Clemson a few years ago. Eagles have depth everywhere, man. Secondary is filled with talent. 14 seconds. One more stop. 3rd down coming up. Johnson back in the gun again. He's going to throw it out. 1st down. They get out of bounds. 1st down and more going for the Ravens. 10 seconds. Jamie says, we're in good shape. Let's pray for no major injuries. I agree. One part of the nature of football, right? You know, it's tough, but you got to stay healthy, especially if you want to make a deep playoff run. So, yeah, I think, keeping these guys healthy is important. I think Nick Sirianni has shown that is his philosophy, right? Not going to play his starters in preseason a lot. So, it's worked. It worked last year. But you have a lot of talent on this team. Good to get other guys exposure. That one's going to be throwing a broken tackle, and they're going to get out of bounds again. That was Treadwell. 5 seconds now. You cannot miss that tackle. Who was that? I didn't even see who that was. You got to tackle him in bounds there. Clock would have ran out. Now Justin Tucker, here he comes, the iron leg. This guy doesn't miss field goals. How deep is this? 60 yards. Yeah, watch him hit this. Watch him hit a 60-yarder. This guy, man. Holy crap. This guy is ridiculous, man. You got to make that tackle, man. You can't let Justin Tucker come in and kick from 60. It's almost automatic. Dude doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. I didn't see who that was. Was that Greedy Williams that missed that tackle? That was actually precisely in the middle of the uprights. He's just laughing, having fun. The dude doesn't miss. Holy crap, man. All right, we're going to take it down, man. That was the end of the first half. Now, you know, the fourth stringers are probably going to come out fully with the practice squad. But, yeah, we'll keep you up to date with all the coverage on the YouTube channel, videos, and all that stuff, Facebook as well. So thank you guys very much for coming through and hanging out for a little bit. Got a, you know, good taste there. We talked about what we saw. Overall, I think it was a decent first half. Definitely some things to clean up, but from some of the positional groups that we were keeping our eyes on, I think we got some answers. So we will continue to talk about it going forward. But again, thank you guys so much for being here, and I appreciate it. And like always, man, I will catch you all on the next one. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe